this is your homeboy, boy, the Wiggle Man. You see, yep. Yesterday, I went. No, no, not yesterday. The day before yesterday, I went to the Booker T reality of wrestling Sub Zero, and it was far out. You know, the main event, I don't believe it. It's involving Zila Fatu and Will All Day he against well it's a triple threat match, I believe. It's Zila Fatu, Will All Day, and this other guy going after Danny Limelight, the reality of wrestling champion, being for the title. And Zila was close to winning the road title, so until a masked man came in and cost him the match, and it revealed to be absolute Ricky Saints, that same guy that cost Javon the his match with Obafemi for the NXT title on the last episode of NXT. Javon Evans, why were you so fast on a title opportunity? Because as you see, absolute Ricky Saints actually wanted his title back, and then all of a sudden, Javon, you you want to be so fast. You just want to hog up the spotlight from um from Ricky Saints. You know, and my kudos go to Obafemi me for regaining the NXT title. So at deadline, you know, because as you see, he may be the ruler, but he's a force. Now let's talk about tonight on Monday Night Raw. It was an hour. It wasn't 2 hours like it used to be. It's just an hour. That's curiosity. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it why it was cut to just an hour like it used to be when Night Raw first started out on the USA Network back in 1993. And well, you see, do you know what I smell on and off in the Judgment Day? I smell a rat. I really smell the rat, but it's not about the guys. It's the girls, you know. Ooh, because you see, there are like three guys and three girls. Three guys: Finn Balor, Dirty Dominic Mysterio, and JD McDonough. And then you got the three girls: Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, and Roxanne Perez. You see, there I knew that there was a dissension in the ranks all along, because you see, at first, Liv Morgan wanted a shot at that women's world title. Then all of a sudden, Raquel Rodriguez just came along, and and she trying to get a shot at Stephanie Valquer for the women's world title. That's like being too fast, you know. You see, Liv should have that opportunity, not Raquel Rodriguez. You know, is it just because and just because Liv is teaming with Raquel Rodriguez doesn't mean she is not getting an opportunity at that women's world title. That do not mean shit. Raquel Rodriguez, you see, you was one tough cookie in the Judgment Day. You were the one friend Liv counted on. You two were the tag team champions, the women's tag team champions. You know, y'all were unstoppable. Y'all were an unstoppable force. And now, and now, you know, and you see, now you're in the line in for the women's world title, and I believe Liv Morgan's being passed over for a title shot. And just because Liv is teaming with Roxanne doesn't mean that she's not getting an opportunity at that women's world title. Raquel, you should know better than that. No wonder Liv had to pull your ass from off the ring. And I know you trying, Raquel. I know you trying to help Roxanne, because it's the Judgment Day. But Raquel, you just want to act like a big baby, you know. But you know something. Here's the deal. You are going to have you know that even though you're part of the triple threat match for the women's world title, so involving Nikki Bella and the women's world champion Stephanie Valquer, you know, in a triple threat match. But here's the deal. I want Raquel. You got until till that time to make up your mind on what you want to do, because after a while they might going to talk about, and Liv might going to talk about letting you go. You see, they might talk about kicking your ass to the curb, Raquel Rodriguez. Maybe. So Raquel, after a while, if you keep this up, I know that the Judgment Day is supposed to be a family. You're supposed to be a family. But Raquel, you want to walk away? You want to act like a baby? Just because you got an opportunity and the chance at that women's world title? Raquel, you know something? You need to make a choice. You In order for you to to have a future in the Judgment Day, you're going to have to tell those makers and make up your mind and tell the makers to cancel that contract act of you competing in that women's world title match, because after a while you're not going to be the member of the Judgment Day anymore, because after a while it's going to be over for you, Raquel Rodriguez. So you need to get yourself get your thoughts straight. You need to get your thoughts straight, girlfriend. Because remember, Liv Morgan supposed to have that opportunity at that women's world title. Not you, Raquel Rodriguez. And now, if it hadn't been for you, Raquel Rodriguez, because you, Liv, and Roxanne and are not getting along. Y'all not getting along. So Raquel, you got like a dozen days to make up your mind on what you want to do, and you're going to have to cancel your chance. You do not have a chance at that women's world title because I believe Liv Morgan should have that opportunity for that belt, not you, Raquel Rodriguez. Raquel Rodriguez, you got like a couple of days from now to next week to make up your mind on what you want to do. Because after a while, Liv is going to decide that you may not last long in the Judgment Day anymore. Because it's going to be all over for you after a while. Because Liv should be the one getting that opportunity for that women's world title, not you, Raquel Rodriguez. You're on borrowed time, my friend. Now, Raquel Rodriguez, you got like a couple of weeks to make up your mind on what you want to do, and you're gonna have to give up that chance at that women's world title because Liv Morgan should deserve urban opportunity at that title though before you do. You just went too fast over it. And now Judgment Day is crumbling again. This time it's because of you, Raquel Rodriguez. Raquel Rodriguez, you got like a couple of weeks to make up your mind and get your facts straight because you're never gonna get a chance at that women's world title ever because that women's world title belongs to the rightful owner, and that rightful owner is Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan is more deserving of a shot at that woman world title, though more than you, Raquel Rodriguez, and more than than the champ herself, Stephanie Valquer, and more than Nikki Bella. And I hate to say that this to Nikki Bella. You may be a Hall of Famer, but you're no Liv Morgan. Raquel Rodriguez, you're no Liv Morgan. And Stephanie Valquer, even you are no Liv Morgan to me. Because Liv Morgan should be back with that championship belt. You know? Because you know something? It's not gonna be Liv Morgan that's gonna be busted. It's gonna be you, Raquel Rodriguez, gonna be the one that's gonna get busted. Courtesy of Liv Morgan and the Judgment Day. If you keep this garbage up, because you've been acting self-centered and selfish lately. Ever since you got that opportunity at that women's world title. And pretty soon, Liv is going to get her hands on you, Raquel Rodriguez, because like the saying goes, the bigger they are the harder they fall. And Liv Morgan ain't dead yet. No, she's not. You hear that, Raquel Rodriguez? Liv Morgan ain't dead yet. No, she's not. So you got like a couple of weeks to make up your mind, Raquel Rodriguez. Because after a while, oh, you're gonna have to wonder what will the Judgment Day and Liv Morgan and even Raquel Rodriguez is gonna do with you afterwards. Because remember, Liv Morgan should be the one that has that opportunity at that women's world title, and not you, Raquel Rodriguez. So in order for you to remain with the Judgment Day, you need to get your head examined, man, because you shouldn't be on running for a shot at that women's world title. So think about that, if you will, Raquel. Because remember, Liv is your best friend. So don't you to try to downplay Liv like that. So so remember, for this Raquel Rodriguez, Liv Morgan ain't dead yet. No, she's not. And that's a fact, Jack.